What's up, YouTube? Now I know everyone has had it with Code. The dude has been taking L's for as long as he's been in the story, but I believe all his L's will be used to propel him forward later in the story. First things first though, Code already took a massive L the moment Two Blue Vortex started. Once Code got his limiters rescinded towards the end of part 1, he was stated to be stronger than Jigen, and Boruto and Kawaki were nowhere near that level at the time. So the fact that Code failed to catch Boruto before the events of Two Blue Vortex shows you that Code must not have been taking the hunt too seriously. I know that we are still unaware of what happened in the 3 years leading up to Two Blue Vortex, but the fact that Code has all that power at his disposal, and the Ten Tails army on top of that, makes this a huge L for Code. And if Boruto is truly stronger than Code, now like he thinks, it's an even bigger L on top of that. And I haven't even mentioned the scar that Code got over the time skip. But I'm telling everyone to not underestimate Code, because in Naruto Shippuden, didn't fans make the mistake of underestimating Toby? No one saw coming the goofy and carefree demeanor of Toby being overtaken by the infamous Madara Uchiha, the legendary shinobi. Even though Toby was actually Obito, the change in energy between Toby and Madara was very surreal. Code has been portrayed as pretty much a dunce, and like Ada and Amado said, he isn't too bright, but even so, he still has tons of potential. You see, Code is special. He survived the karma ritual, and though his body can't be used for Inosuke to reincarnate, he still possesses the power of the white karma seal. Orochimaru stated in Boruto Naruto Next Generations episode 175 that even though Victor had made an imitation divine tree, that the chakra fruit isn't something mere humans can handle. But I believe Code is the exception to this rule, because Code survived the karma ritual, and moreover he has Shibai cells in the form of the claw mark Shinjutsu. The mix between the power of Ishiki's white karma, Shibai cells, and being a cyborg on top of all that makes Code much more than a mere human. While I do believe the Ten Tails will gain more and more sentience over time, I do believe a point will come where Code tries to become the Ten Tails Jinchuriki, or bonds with it in some way, shape, or form. But the Ten Tails will assume control over Code, and possibly turn his white karma into a true karma, given all this happens. So in case you guys didn't know, I'm a very big gamer, and I plan to start playing Naruto Storm Connections and having gameplay on the channel, and eventually having mod showcases as well once the game has been out for a while. But something no one is talking about is how we got every Kara member announced in the game, but no Code. This is because I believe Code is being hyped up. Since he hasn't been revealed yet, I believe we might get his form with the limiters lifted once they start animating the end of Boruto Part 1, and we get to that part of the story in the anime. I'm calling it now, Code in game is going to be a menace, and everybody is going to want to play with him once he's released. In my opinion, the DLC characters we'll receive later in the game, or next year, are Unlimited Code, Daemon, and Ishiki. They could actually still announce Ishiki before the game's release date, because I actually thought they'd release Ishiki alongside Baryon Mode Naruto, but it seems they want to preserve him for the time being. Back to Code. I know this video is a hot take, and I'll likely have many more down the line. But I strongly believe Code is being built up as a menace. I don't know if he'll ever be the final enemy of the story, but I do believe he'll play a huge part eventually. I know of characters throughout various anime who have always took L's, but later on became a menace. And like I compared Code to Toby as being a dunce, Code can also be compared to Obito, because Obito wasn't much at first when he was younger and took many L's before becoming Madara's disciple. Another thing I want to add is Code has been shown having red hair before the limiters got lifted. So what if by chance Code could be part of the Uzumaki clan, which could further boost his resilience to eating the chakra fruit? Code has been very subpar this late in the story, and everything up until now has been a disgrace. But I'm sure Kishimoto will get into his bag and make justice with Code. We're still only a few chapters into Two Blue Vortex, so we might have to wait just a little longer to see more from Code. But the time skip just started. Let Kishimoto cook and let things marinate and cook for a little while. And another thing I want to add is I do believe Code's hatred for Kawaki is very strong. It'll be strong enough to overtake the Ten Tails to turn on and consume Code. Much like how Obito regained control over the Ten Tails by remembering his former comrades, Code will be powered by his hatred of Boruto or Kawaki. But that'll be all for today, YouTube. I got some good videos coming up, so be sure to subscribe for more. And I'm also going to be posting more in my community tab to keep you guys updated on the channel and possible polls in the future. Later, guys. See you next time.
俺は忍びだ。